Hi guys, welcome to Immigration Journey with V, a safe place where we read the messages of immigrants just to encourage other immigrants or upcoming immigrants to let you know that on this journey, you are not alone. However, on today's episode, I'm not reading a message. I'm here with my girl, Eniton, aka Nee. Thank you so much, Eniton. Thank you. I know you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And today that we are supposed to be doing house chores, rest, cook, I decided to do in person for you guys.
But I'm not picking extra shifts like you.
Jesus, you don't have to say that. Please pretend you didn't hear that part. She said, get it. Thank you so much for coming.
You're
babe.
welcome.
And you look so good.
You look good too. Look at your skin shining like the sun. It's about to blind me.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, Nee, do you remember when we met? How we met? Can you remember? Okay, I remind you.
Maybe it was even an immigration conversation that kind of brought us together.
So I remind you, the very first time I saw you, you were in the class. You know, you used to come early.
Yes.
Remember?
As I don't
So-
have work that I'm doing.
It's getting no serious. So you sat with someone, I think it's Chimese, I can't remember. But when I entered, you know, there's this people that wear glasses, that wear glasses. There's this saying that people that wear glasses, they used to be so wicked. I'm like, who is this big wearing glasses?
Look, I'm wicked.
Pretend like you didn't hear that part. You know, so I just saw her, but for whatever reason, I don't know. My spirit just connected with you. I'm like, okay, that babe, Sha. And that was the first time I saw her. And the next time we met fully was when assignments joined us together.
Yeah, I think assignments. But I know that there was one time when we actually started getting close was we started having like immigration conversations. Also, what are you doing after now?
Yeah, yes. Wait, are you going to do a second course?
Yes.
Do you have money to pay the school fees? Yeah, that was her. And it's really been a journey though. Really been a journey, right?
Long and eventful one.
It's a journey. And at what point did you tell yourself, girl, I think I'm leaving? I don't think I can survive in this country anymore.
When my sister left the country, she left me and left me in the country.
Oh.
Like, what? What am I doing here?
Home alone.
I started looking for admission in UK. That, okay, well, let me try UK since that's where everybody's going to.
Yeah.
I now had another friend, my really, really good friend. And he said, why are you going to the UK? No disrespect to people that have gone to the UK as students, but it was like, it's older people that are going to UK now. You're not old now. Please go and apply to Canada. I don't. No, I said no disrespect to UK people. But he now said, apply to Canada. I'm like, Canada is going to reject me. He said, have you applied? Did they reject you? I said, no. And they said, try it now. What's your own? Try it. If they reject you, then we'll look for other avenues. Try it. And guy, I tried it too.
Just one.
One time.
Are you kidding
I
me?
said, Almighty God. One time, I applied to Fanshawe. I did my visa myself. I applied for
Mercy.
Yes, do it yourself. So I applied to, for my visa myself because
So if you want to, you can.
$100 per consultation.
She did her visa herself.
$100 per consultation. Then I have my assistant, Mrs. Odebisi. So contact us. And I was able to pay my school fees. Thank God, I was able to pay everything till that's fateful $500.
I was going to go to that part. You know, so
Vivian has mocked me about this $500 because how will someone decide? You know what? I think our fees was like 19,000 something or 18,000 something.
18,000.
Then I paid everything and didn't pay $500
because you felt like, what is $500 if I could pay 80,000 plus, right? And so, you know, I was getting to that part before she mentioned it. I remember when we were all in class, I would be asking, oh, have you paid your second school fees? Their second term? No, have you paid? And some people will say, oh, I paid everything before coming. Some will say, oh, I have it. And Enido said, I paid everything. I'm left with $500. I'm like, girl, how
$500.
You want to pay, for example, let's say school fees is like $12,000, right? And you will pay 11,500 and you leave 500.
Cause
What
I
are you
felt like
thinking?
so the thing is I wanted to have so I had most of my money in US dollars, right? So I didn't want to tamper with the US dollars that I had. So when I paid my school fees, I paid it with all my Naira savings. Then I left my US dollar savings that, you know what, when I come to Canada, at least I'll be able to afford my rent comfortably and I'll be able to feed depending on how soon I can get a job, right? But I have one really great friend that was already telling me, she was on ground here and she was already telling me that, oh, you know what? I think I can help you get a job where I work. You might not get it immediately, but just give it maybe like 1 month. You'll be able to get the job. And really, I did get that job when I was a security guard.
I mean, I don't know why she keeps going to the questions I want to ask her. Finding job, because I know people say getting a job here is so difficult, right? How difficult was it for you getting a job here?
I have been very lucky. I have had amazing people. I've had terrible people. I've experienced terrible people, but I have had amazing people in my life. So, like I was saying, my very first job, it was more like I had a job already before I got to Canada. Because she already put in a word for me, and that's a testament to how relationships actually help you.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough that she got here before me and she put in a word for me, and that's all. In fact, they just asked me a couple of questions. They called me on the phone and asked me a couple of questions, and that was it.
To resume.
And they were like, oh, resume.
Some of us waited for like 6 months, 3 months. I remember I had to wait. I got my first job was it November? I can't remember. You remember? And it wasn't the dream job, but that's one thing about Canada. Once you come, you won't get your dream job immediately.
No, not everyone. I don't think it's everyone that has been lucky.
Yeah. 90, I would say 90% of immigrants, they don't get their dream job at first. Yeah. But however, you just have to start from somewhere because there's this Canadian experience. So you have to start from somewhere first. Use that as your Canadian experience.
So, but you know, the thing is, Vivian, as much as there is Canadian experience, I think over the years, I've realized that is more referral than Canadian experience.
Yes, in fact, that is 100. In fact, 1,000 over. If you have someone to refer you.
Yes, because the job I do now, that I do now, I don't have Canadian experience on that job. It was my friend's wife that referred me to that job.
So in this country, referral is number one.
I would say that.
Referral is like if you have a very strong person that would refer you, trust me, you're getting the job.
I agree.
You are getting the job. Forget about the next second thing. Relationship in Canada. People say Canada is boring. Some people say Canada, depression is high. What do you think?
And that question is very that question is very heavy. There are lots of parts to that question. In Nigeria, it was fun and it was easy because your neighbor is your friend.
Yeah.
You can have a conversation with your neighbor. You don't need to be outside. Moving to Canada, however, first off, you're in a shared home or you're in a shared apartment with people that you don't know very well. Because of the way we are Nigerians, I'll say I'm not going to speak for all Black people. I'm going to speak for Nigerians. I feel like Nigerians, we're communal people.
Yeah.
We're used to being in groups, doing things together. And we look out for each other and stuff like that. So it gets harder. So it's hard to hang out. It's hard to have a community. Maybe most times,
community.
Yeah. So most times you're texting, you're on the phone. Sometimes you just want that connection. You want to be with that person. Let's just sit and have a drink. That's it, right? Then before you know, you start being on your own. You don't have anybody else to hang out with. It just becomes depressing.
Yeah.
I remember the very first
depression.
I remember the very first Christmas I spent in.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Oh God, Jesus, babe, I cried. My first Christmas in Canada.
You say you cried?
There was no snow. 2023. There
It's
was no
true.
snow. So it was more like a boring Christmas for me.
It was just there.
I didn't shower until 5 p.m. I was just lying there. I was crying. It was one of the most horrible Christmas.
That Christmas was boring. So that was the first time that Chimezi and I really we just started our relationship started kind of bonding and stuff like that. So I'm not the kind of person that likes to impose. It didn't dawn on me that to ask her oh guy, what are you guys doing for Christmas? Should I come over? And things like that.
What was your first shock in Canada? The very first shock.
Saying thank you when you get off the bus. I mean, that's it for me. Saying thank you. Yes, now when you get off the bus, when I came, the very first week she was like, no, what do you mean you want to go and stay in your own apartment? No, 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 no. You're going to stay with me and my family. Let me take you around. Let me show you Canada. There's somebody that knows the road, show you. And she took me and she was like, oh, let me show you how to take the bus from your place, from here to there, and how to take the bus, basically how to use Google Map to know when buses are coming. So we got on the bus, and as soon as we got on the bus, I think we got to our stop. And she was getting up and she said, thank you. I said, oh, yeah, wait there. Thank you as her.
This girl, she don't get caught.
I said, thank you as her. She was like, oh, no, you need to say thank you to them. I say, as why? She's like, oh, no, it's just courtesy, tell them thank you.
Where you're coming from, they tell them
Then
thank
they
you.
pay them salary. And she's like, that's what they do. Don't ask too many questions. That's what they do. I'm like, okay. So that was I think that was the first culture shock for me.
Oh, well, for me, when cars will stop for pedestrians.
Oh,
Girl.
that's another thing.
Girl. Like,
That okay, so that's another thing, because we know even in
with the zebra crossing where we
yes.
get,
It's-
they walk.
because those of us that walk around Marina, we know that crossing at 35 Marina, that place is madness, right? Even with the zebra crossing, if you like, you have to, the stopping guard has to stop the cars for them. You see, for try it now.
Zebra what? Like, when we are crossing that Fanshawe side and you see all the cars will slow. Like, what?
That's another thing. Even when the pedestrian doesn't have right of way, everyone stops.
Everyone stops. Every car owner.
So I only got to understand that when I started driving. Because when you're doing all these, because I did the beginners education thing. So when you're learning all those things, they will tell you that the pedestrian is a vulnerable person.
Yeah, they have more right of
They have right of way. So even if they get on the road without you realizing, okay, you have
to
first break from Nasarawa.
You have to. That was a major shock for me too here in Canada. There's this saying that Canada will humble you. Is it true?
You humbled me. I mean, I was doing security guard. I was a big from Nigeria. I started doing security guard in Canada.
Canada humbled me.
Actually, the job wasn't a security guard job, but just the timing that I had to go for the job. So the job used to start at 3 a.m. So I had to leave my house. So if I was going to take the bus, I had to leave my house because last bus 5. Oh my God. If you know Springbank very well, last bus 5 that leaves Springbank leaves at 11:30 or 11:40 thereabouts. So you need to take that bus, and I'll go and wait for bus 10 again to go to where I'm going to. Then they will drop me. Then there was a coyote scare. There was one time I had a coyote scare at 1 a.m. and they were like, oh my God, there's a coyote roaming around. You need to be careful when you're walking. I'm like, hey God, I beg you. Well, I didn't come to Canada to come and die you. Which kind of problem is this?
What was your proudest moment?
Since I came to Canada? I never cried though.
You never arrived.
I never.
You never arrived.
Yeah, I don't think I have gotten to that point. I mean, there are certain things that I've been able to achieve.
Yeah.
That I would be like, you try.
Yes.
I mean, saving money to buy a car.
I wanted to remind you that part.
So I mean, being able to, despite anyone that knows me knows, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a shopaholic. As long as my eyes have seen it,
girl. But so your proudest moment, actually, I was actually proud when you told me that you got a car, and there's something about you. I don't know if I've told you. I'm not sure I have. She's a go-getter. I'll put it that way. If Annie says,
I never buy a house,
I want to. Yes. Because if she's planning to, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Anita will say, oh, I want to do this. She'll walk towards that thing. And that's one thing about you. Trust me. My next question, did you ever regret coming to Canada?
No.
No? Right? Good. So what's your advice to anyone that's planning to come to Canada? What would you tell an upcoming immigrant?
Have a plan. And when you have that plan, have a backup plan. If you are within the age range of doing express entry, I would honestly say try express entry. Express entry is the surest. If you are on the older side, and express entry is probably not the best for you right now. Save as much money as you can.
Just try.
It's not a bad way to coming, but still have a plan. Don't expect that you're going to come here and say you want to come and study and become a tech bro or Texas, and you think that tech bro or Texas is going to get you into the pool. I'm very, very sorry to tell
It
you
might
that
not get into the pool.
Doug Ford and McCartney and the rest of them have different plans for you. You know,
Yeah.
when you're going to come here, healthcare is still what is selling to a considerable extent.
Exactly.
PSW. So don't come here and say you want to come and study banking and finance.
Engineering. Or
You
whatever.
carry your banking and finance and go back to Nigeria. Maybe they'll give you promotion.
I know that the fear of starting afresh is
That's
actually what is
another-
holding most people back.
That's another problem.
One thing, like we said, Canada will humble you. It humbled every one of us. There is no immigrant that you see that was not a big person back home.
That's very true.
Another thing, please hold God. You see that prayer we will not dey pray for Nigeria. We pray double here. People don't know. We pray double here. So hold God very well. That's it. My girl, thank you. You're awesome. My G.
You're welcome.
We would like
Opinions.
to know your opinions in the comment section. Until next time, when I come your way again, I remain your humble host, Viv, Immigration Journey. And bye.
Ask me next time.
Bye.